There we go.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Mo, the fabulous mod. Hi, Dawn. Let me see who we got. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Tracy. Woohoo! Welcome in, everyone. We have Pam over there. She's upside down, but we love her anyway.
Apparently, when you're on the other side of the world, you're upside down from the person on that side of the world.
She's down under this time.
Right? There's a leg, isn't there? Okay. Woo.
Hi, Cindy.
Over there.
I just got an order in, and these are the freebie stickers that they put in my thing. Do you think they know me well? Let me see.
Yes, they do. Hi, Mo. Hi, Cindy.
And this one, in my defense, I was left unsupervised.
I like that one. Hi,
How did they know
Dawn.
I like snark? Alrighty, so today I have no idea what I'm doing. There's a surprise. We are going to play with these that we have a gazillion of these Project Life cards and Create Memories cards and that we all bought, and then other people just gave me piles. This is a tiny, tiny amount of what I actually have. Hello, lovely Leah.
And I've
Hi
got
there,
tons of
Amanda.
creative
So
ones that were donated to me, so I'm trying to get
we're
rid of
going
them.
to cover them up, make them into other things, and use them.
Yes.
But I'm going to put you on Pam to start with. I need to show you something first. Look at this
God.
ruler. I bought this ruler. It's upside down. Just no, it's not upside down. I bought this ruler in the fabric department of. It was on Temu anyway, but it has slots in it with that you can run your Stanley knife or your craft knife down and do really straight lines without your ruler moving. How cool is that? Patty! Patty's here. How's your hand, Patty? How cool is that?
Hi,
I think
Patty.
it's awesome. Hi, Judy G. I thought it was cool. Well, I'm going
Yes,
to use it.
it's
Probably not
very cool.
today, but I think that's all my
Did you
show
have
and tell
something
for.
else to show?
What was
Oh,
that?
I don't. You had something else you were going to show to Beth, but I don't see her in here yet.
She's not in here yet.
Yeah, I think she's still
So
live.
if Beth comes in, can you let me know? Because I have something I need to show her. So that's it. That's all I
Well,
have to show and tell at the moment. So
the other
I'm
Beth
going to
is
put
here, but not Beth.
on. Hi, Jenny. Got your
Do
stitches
you
out
really have
today?
to put it
Awesome. Yeah, I do have to put it on you.
on? Yeah.
Spotlight. All right. Say hi, Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hi. This is my first live, so I'm a little nervous. Can you tell?
No need to be nervous. We're all friends here.
I tried to
You
fix
were
my
so
camera.
you were so organized, and I thought, let's just do it. Throw her in the deep end.
Well, I'm organized, but not mentally. Um. So, what I have a ton of these journal cards that a friend of mine gave to me for a retirement gift. His wife was Creative Memories.
Well,
Um,
not hard anyway, Yolanda. We don't bite hard.
we don't what?
She said, "Don't be nervous. We don't bite much." And I said, "But we don't bite hard."
Oh, as long as it's not hard, then we're good. Yeah. Oh, and we might have an alien that drops in every once in a while. My kitten likes to climb things and stick his
That's all
paw under
good.
the counter. Yeah.
We're used to
So
pet
yeah,
interaction.
right. So I have a ton of these that I'm going to use tonight. I'm going to be making some pockets, some little trifold things, some file folders, some like wraparound page things, just a whole bunch of stuff that. And you don't have to use like the cards from this. You could use index cards, like 3x5 index cards or 4x6 index cards. I know Dai has like some Project Life and some Kaisercraft and some other ones that she was talking about using. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm going to
all
be
of
doing.
these different sizes. They can't
Oh,
see me because I don't have the camera on me.
and then the paper, the stuff that I'm using tonight, little plug here, I'm just on the design team for Silver and Sparkles. And this is from their newest, I think it's the right side up for you guys, right? Yes, it is. Okay.
Yep.
Um, Silver and Sparkles kit.
Hey,
Um,
Flo.
my computer's telling me it wants to die. So, yeah. So this is her newest kit that I think it's called Flowers in Bloom. But I can link that on my page if you are interested.
Hi, Constance.
Okay. I gotta figure out where to plug this in that I'm not gonna die.
I'll put it on both of us while
Yeah.
you organise your
Yeah, I
computer.
need to figure out the microphone. So
I have different sized cards. Have these little ones and the big ones. So I think I might make some pockets out of them first. Some of these are never going to be used in my stuff. Like, some are cool. Let's make some space and let's start making stuff. Hi, Jennifer. How you doing? It's my brown. So I was in the car park early this morning. I had to go to the post office and pick up some parcels early, and then I had to meet a lady in a car park to buy some supplies, which were really, really cheap. I got all of these. Oh, let's try and get them down without knocking ourselves out. All of these Stampin' Up punches, ovals, and circles of all different sizes, and I got a whole lot for $30. I thought that was a good buy. $30. And I'm going to use this one to do some hollow out. No, this one, I think. So that was my clandestine sale in the car park early hours of the morning. If you wondered what I was doing, I wasn't doing a different sort of deal. Great deal. I thought so. Now let's see if they work. Let's see if they work. Probably all broken. Hope they're not all broken. How do they work? We're going to open them first, Diane. Okay. Moment of truth. Have I been ripped off? No.
There we go.
Gotta love that. Gotta love not being ripped off. Yep, it was a back alley craft deal. With my granddaughter in the car still in her pajamas. Honey! Right, there's a pocket. There's one that I don't have to change. It's just a pocket.
All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm plugged. I had to go for everything's USB-C now, and I only have 2 USB-C ports on my laptop, and so I had to find a converter that was not where I thought it was, and yeah, so okay. Let me hear the.
Alright, we can do. Nobody uses this stuff anymore.
Sorry for
Let's
the.
cover it up. This is a good to use up all. It's a good way to use up all of the leftover design team project things I have.
That I'm going to use these for, so I'll just ink them later.
Let's use this kit.
All right, I think I lost I. All right, Di, are you there?
I am. I'm here.
There we go. Okay. I am just like winning at the technology thing today. I managed to like think, okay, I need to make sure the microphone's charged. I need to make sure the camera's charged. Did I worry about the computer? No, why would I do a silly thing like that?
I just got your message. I didn't see it this morning, sorry.
Oh, it's all good. No, I sent it when we were watching Beth's live, so it's all good.
I do have a bus with a queen size bed in it and a shower and all that sort of stuff. So part of my use it or lose it is to use up all of these leftover kits, leftover pieces of kits. So I need to.
Hello, hi Jennifer. Hi Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, I like that.
Wow. Lots of stuff. See, I've made a journal. I made a huge journal out of this kit, and I still have all of this left. It's just ridiculous.
Should I say
You can say hi, and then you can go into the lounge room, please.
So if you watch my lives at all, or not my lives, sorry, my videos, you will know that I have issues with clusters. You're going to see lots of auditioning. Although Di and Juju said that I'm supposed to drop it and leave it where it drops. We're going to try.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
All right, let's use this. No, that's too thick.
I didn't say hi.
Everybody says hi. Now you can go into the lounge room and watch your video, please, while I do this live. Because she sits right by my left ear and she chatters and she reads the chat and she asks questions and she totally distracts me.
In your ear.
What does that mean, Grandma? What does that say? Why did she say that?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Di, let's not stand there.
All right, so not that packet because I'm actually going to use those ones. Okay, so I have this big pile here. I'm going to make some pockets out of them because these are things that I would not use in my journal making. And I'll use the smaller cards to make cards to go into those pockets. So let's cover up the crappy side first. Okay, Ray. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Pinka.
Hi, Pinka. I'm sure I'm missing all kinds of people.
It's all good. It's very hard to read chat and make at the same time. Pam, Jennifer, we're using up all of these Project Life cards and journal cards that we all seem to have a stash of. So we're covering them up. We're making them into pockets and folios and all sorts of things. So
Trying to get rid of them. So right now, Jennifer, I'm making a pocket. I've got one card that because the Creative Memories cards come with some that are full, and then they come with another one that's got two. So I'm just right now just gluing it down and then attempting clusters. And then I've got some others that I'm going to do something else with.
Bought myself some fancy scissors. Fancy. Very cold. I'm not going to use them yet.
Pretty.
They fancy.
Fancy scissors. Yeah, that's not going to work.
So let me know where Beth comes in, if she comes in.
It's hard to see me. Is it because I'm upside down?
Probably.
Do you need me to zoom in more?
I know one of the people in chat can let me know. Yell at me in capitals.
Yeah. Well, most said please keep on single screen. It's hard to see me.
It's hard to see you. Yeah, zoom in a bit if you can. You're very far away. And no, in. That's out. That's better. And now move your project towards you.
There we go. Which way? There we go.
A little bit up. Yep, perfect. That's your center. Yep.
All right. Is that better, Mo?
That's better.
Okay.
Beth is here. Hi, Beth. No, Beth Schuler, Beth, not Beth.
Yeah, that's the other
Happy Place Crafting. The other one, Beth.
The other Beth.
Weenie Woman is here.
No.
Hi, Carrie. Okay, so where's my newbie punch?
Thank you, Constance. Yes, I am currently at 494 last time I checked. So
if anybody hasn't subscribe to Pam. She would appreciate that. Almost at 500.
Almost. And then once I do reach 500, I will be doing a giveaway for the journal that my steampunk journal that I made. But you have to be a visible subscriber. That's the only way I can think to make it fair than have
Bribery.
to be able to see that you're actually subscribed. You could be lying to me. No.
Don't be lying about your subscribing.
There'll be no liar, pants on fire.
I'd like to see that one day.
You what? Said that one day?
I'd like to see that one day, a person's pants on fire when they're lying.
It would be pretty funny, huh? It would be very obvious.
I'd laugh.
You would never have to worry about whether somebody was actually lying to you or not.
Exactly.
Okay. Whoops.
What did I miss?
I like the colors on
Hi,
this.
Anne Merritt.
Oops. Oh my gosh, this upside down thing's gonna drive me crazy. Okay.
We have a collection of Pam's and Beth's and Diane's, apparently.
Do we?
Apparently there was lazy parents and they just kept naming kids the same name.
In the 60s?
Yep, that's us.
Do you have two sons that are named Ben?
What?
Do you have two
Why
sons that are
upside
named?
down, Carrie? I'm on the other side of the world from Diane, so it just happens. Sorry, smart Alex. Because
Tali,
I can't figure
can't keep yakking.
or my computer. I can't figure out my camera how to make it go the other way. It's like a regular camera, and I can't figure out how to make it go the other way. So this is where we're at right now.
You can be upside down as many times as you like till you sort your shit out.
If you don't like it, you can stand on your head and watch.
Exactly.
Hi, Beanie.
But film it so we can all see it.
Right?
Off you go, Tali, please.
Why?
Because you're just annoying me now.
I want to say hi.
You've already
Because
said
you're
hi.
You're breathing in her ear and she can't handle it.
Exactly.
Nobody
She
likes
keeps sticking
breathing
her head in front of the laptop to look at what's going on, and then I can't see what's going on.
Maybe you should tell me.
You don't need to know.
Yeah, what's in the comments from there?
I don't. Okay.
Yes on the butterfly? No on the butterfly?
Mm-hmm.
If you see me doing something in a cluster and it's ick, tell me, please. Like I said, I'm horrible at this.
I need.
I did 2 clusters in 15 minutes the other day. I don't think that's the idea of a cluster.
That's pretty good.
Grandma,
Yes,
I
Tali.
have a comment that says I was starting to sound young again too.
I can't make a cluster. good to know. Oops, sorry if it just broke ears. Not afraid of color. It's Tracy, right?
What am I awful for? Hang on, I got to scroll back here. Di is awful and young. I don't know, but I'm awful. I know I'm awful. Where are my corners? Corners!
Where's my mouse?
Had to be there, didn't it? Just had to be behind there.
Corners I can't help you with. I can only help you with finding your pink diary.
Make it a fancy one. Making them fancy.
Fancy.
Tali, can you please stop? You're starting to annoy me now. Enough.
Flo said Di sounded awfully young. It's because Tally was talking.
Making Grandma cranky now.
Getting Grandma grumpy. That's what grandkids are for.
Let's just
So we are
stop
using all of our Creative Memories journal cards, Project Life journal cards, all those journal cards that we bought 10 years ago or whatever that have been sitting around and not being used. So that it's not upside down for y'all. There's the final. Whoop, there we go. Try not to make you sick. And that is a little pocket that I can stick, obviously not that color of a card inside. Let's see. There we go. And now I have all ready to go in a journal. Obviously an Easter journal, huh?
Hang on, let me put you on full
Sorry.
so I can see it. Hang on a minute. Okay.
Sorry. On full.
Bring it towards. Yep. Beautiful.
There we go. Thank you. All right. One down. Are you guys taking bets yet on how much I complete tonight?
I'm nearly done with one. But I have to be extra. Betty!
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Center.
I'll find a color I like. Let's do this one. That's my other problem with these journaling cards is most of them are not colors that I would normally use. So that makes it a little bit harder to.
I think teal will look good on this. Out come the stickles.
Are you showing us yours, Di?
I will when I finished.
Oh, okay.
Still making. Because I can't get any teal out of my bowl. Here it is.
What is with all these notifications all of a sudden? There we go.
I think they're chatting in the crafty group. I had to turn the notifications off.
It's my. Oh yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to turn mine off. But
Yeah, I had to. They're so chatty over there in the chatty group.
yeah, I apologize to anybody that was listening, having to hear the beeps at god awful times of the night.
Here's my first one.
Some of us are night owls.
So I folded the journal card, I covered it with paper, the ugly bit, made a pocket, used one of the smaller ones, covered the ugly bit, made a card to pop into the pocket. So there's one use. Hi, Tanya Smith from New Zealand. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Australia. All right, that's my first make.
Welcome to Australia and California.
And California, yay.
California.
Exit. Okay. Need to tell YouTube to remove what? What are we removing? Thanks, Tammy. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm supposed to remove it before I start the live, and I keep forgetting, so I apologise about the heart thing, and I know it's very annoying.
Oh,
extremely annoying.
Then you
And
love
you
it
should
when
be able to remove it permanently. Right. There's one. Let's do some collage on the next one. Needs a book page. Let's make some. Some of these lovely pink ones that I'm never going to use. I think I might make out of these pink ones, because I'm not a pink person. I'm never going to use them.
Oh, come on.
I might cover them in book page and make them into a little tab journal. That's a little like no, there's a chatty group, chatty messenger group, and they're very chatty. So we had to turn off the notifications because one, they were going all night for me while I was asleep.
Well, that was our daytime.
That's gonna happen. So yeah. I'll check in there to see if anybody's talking to me directly, but otherwise I won't see notifications for a while.
You guys, I only have 2 more. Oh my god.
2 more what?
2 more subscribers.
Oh.
498.
Takes insane. Time.
That's insane. That
as I said, I have been on YouTube for 10 years, just had my 10-year anniversary, and I'm still not at 2,000. So to get to 500 that fast is a good thing. I'm just not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine by me.
I just think it's funny that there's enough people out there gullible enough to think I'm good. You see $4.99? That was no insult to you guys. That's my insecurity. Sorry. Yes! 501. Thank you. Oh my God. Sorry, just yelled in your ears. Yeah. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, but do me a favor and at least go and like one video because otherwise they'll take it away. I've had it before where I've gotten like a bunch of likes during a live and then the next morning I go and look and they're gone. So make sure you like at least one video, please. Just a short would be fine. You don't even have to watch it. I said they don't have to watch it. The video I posted today is only 5 minutes, and it's a really good one. So I think it would be a fantastic one to watch.
Well, hopefully your subscribers stay.
Yeah.
I've told people, subscribe if you haven't, because I'm going to give away a big journal when I get to 2,000, and I'm just not there yet. I think I've got 90 something left, or 80 something left to go.
Tomorrow I'll have a video up with information for the journal that I'm giving away now that I'm at 500, as long as it stays at 500. But I've got my steampunk journal that I'm going to do as a giveaway. So, that is way too small. It looks like it's an afterthought.
Anytime.
It's like a question mark. Do I really want to be there? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I cracked myself up, obviously.
Somebody's got to keep us amused. And if it's ourselves, that's fine.
I'm very good at amusing myself. I laugh at myself all the time.
Hi, Mariah. Tali.
Here, Eddie's here.
Hi, Eddie.
For you, those of you that just came in, I just hit my 500. Yay! So excited. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, and you can't see what I'm doing here either, can you?
Hello, Elizabeth Costa Rogers.
And to those of you that are confused as to why I'm upside down, it's because Diane's on the other side of the...
It's because I'm Australian. It's all my fault.
Australian. She's on the other side of the equator.
It's
so
got nothing to do with her tech-savvy failures at all. It's all to do with being attached to Australian lives. She's upside down.
Like something other than myself. Okay.
That'll teach you to change cameras the day before you go live.
I thought I was being all cool because I could make it zoom in and look better and stuff, and obviously that did not work. Hi, Susan.
I just bought myself a webcam with a remote control, because every time I downloaded the controls for the Logitech, the next day I went in there, they wouldn't work. I'd have to reload them again. It's like, nah. I'm just going to get a cam that's got a remote control that I can zoom and zoom out.
It wasn't the dingoes that ate my baby, it was the dingoes that ate my camera.
Now you're making me mad.
I am?
What do you want?
Oh, Tali.
What do you want? I'm busy. Later.
I'm going to make all my bigger tabs with.
Let her say hello on YouTube, and she thinks she owns the place now.
She just wants to be a YouTube star.
She does.
Like her grandma.
She's not allowed to be on it, though.
Is she going to get you in trouble with Daddy?
Yes, something like that.
Okay, we are deserting trying to make it color coordinated and going with something else that's already pre-made. That looks better anyway. Okay, let's see.
Who is Mo? Mo is the most fabulous mod everyone could ever have, and that is Cookie Wookie. Cookie
Cookie
Wookie
Wookie.
is Mo. She's the hostess with the most.
She is. For a lot of different channels. Well,
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how
Right.
many is a lot. I know she does it for
Looks like something I would use much more than this. Absolutely. Good way to use up all those book pages too. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's gonna work.
All right. All right. All right. Let's cover another one, and then I'll make it into a folio. So we need a hinge. She's unhinged.
Whoa. Yes, I am. Give me that. I will admit my mental health.
Over here in the spinning wheel of muchness, my pencils have disappeared.
For some reason, I cannot get my mouse to work to get my computer to go up in the stream. So if I back up in the chat, so if I miss
Eddie, where's my pencil? I knew it. You can't find her supplies.
Wasn't she making fun of me earlier about that?
It wouldn't be one of my lives if I didn't lose at least 3 things, at least.
Yeah, Carrie, her journal was buried under a basket that was sitting on a cart next to her.
Yes, it was.
I told her that, well, last time I saw it, it was sitting, you were using it in your live, your impromptu live. And she's like, oh, and looked where the stuff was, and that's right where it was. So.
I'll be back. I've got to get another pencil out of my pencil stash because I've lost it.
Oh gosh, you're going to make me entertained by myself. Be nice, people. Okay. There. Oops. No.
Hello.
Oh, you better get out of there before Grandma gets mad. I am having issues with this upside down moving it around stuff, guys. I'm sorry. So, I am starting a series in July that is live at the Ginger Cat Ladies Craft Table, and Carrie from Print Creations will be there on July 18th, and the next one will be August 1st, and that will be Die. And then there's DJ from Hither and Yon will be on. All right, I finished it. DJ from Hither and Yon will be there on the end of July. I can't remember what date it is, but it should be about every 2 The plan is every 2 weeks, but like if a holiday or something falls in there, then
Guess
we both
what?
do one. So, all right, Di. There's another one. This time I made a little file folder.
Guess what? I can't even find my pencil stash.
Chicken butt. Sorry.
So now I have no pencils. Hang on, let me put you on.
Eddie's asking if it's behind your ear.
No, I just checked, didn't you? No, it's not behind my ear.
You're spinning me. So yeah, little file folder already has lines on it, blank on the back. So another one done in the pile.
Good work. You're working faster than me because I can't find a pencil. Where's my pencils?
Well, I didn't decorate that one. I had
Very
these nice
cute.
bags, and I took the labels off, and now I don't know what I'm doing with them. All right, that's those. See, Di, I got organized and then unorganized myself in no time flat, so you don't have to worry about not being organized.
Well, I've been looking for the pencil so long I can't even remember why I was looking for a pencil, so I give up. Who needs pencils? Jeez Louise.
That's awesome. Sorry, that shouldn't be that funny, but it was.
It was very funny. And I'm serious. I'm serious. I can't remember why I was looking for the pencil.
Thank you. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Eddie. Oh, my cheeks hurt now. Thank you, Mariah. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Mommy. My mom's here. So be nice. Thank you, Jennifer.
Hi, John Brown.
That's my mommy.
Hi, Mummy.
That's my mommy. I didn't think she'd be able to figure out how to do that, so.
Go, Mom.
Mom's not normally that talented when it comes to the computer, huh, Mom?
Well
John
done,
Brown,
Mum.
my mom, her name's Patty, not John. That's Daddy's name. Was Daddy's name.
Why do I find the need to behave myself really, really well when someone's mum pops into my into my chat?
I don't behave, so why would my mom expect my friends to behave?
Behave yourself. Think about what you're saying. Don't make me come back there. All comes into my head. You really have to say that out loud. Don't make me. Well, when my kids were little, I've got 4 boys. Go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, Mariah, no, P doesn't count. She's asking if does P count if when you get all nervous about people's parents.
No, she doesn't count because she's out of control anyway, so she doesn't count.
Brenda, she's only a ginger cat lady because I'm a ginger cat lady. She loves my babies. Thanks, Ree.
So yeah, when my kids were little, I've got 4 sons, and they're pretty wild kids. They're good kids, but they're pretty wild. Whenever we went on a trip, it was always, if you don't stop it, I'm going to stop this car and put you out on the side of the road. And this threat got old, so I actually had to start doing it. Stopping the car, putting them out on the side of the road, driving around the block and coming back, hoping they hadn't been kidnapped in the meantime. And so I thought, no, that was a bit dangerous. So I started, I found this leather hand. I can't even remember where I found it. Was it a market or something? So I attached it to a piece of dowel, and I had a hand on a stick so I could just go between the bucket seats and get slap, slap, slap. Whoever got in the way got smacked with the hand. So they knew Mum had the long hand of the law that could reach them in the back seat. So
And they just start shoving each other into wherever the long hand of
yeah,
the arm.
that's it. Throwing the weakest one at the hand.
Mariah, if you did that, dropping you guys off on the side of the road too. Yes, Flo, that was a very good summary. Did you see
What
that?
happened? What did I miss?
Mo did a summary of what was going on. Di lost all of her pencils and Pam made her goal to 500 subscribers.
Sorry.
The highlights of the night.
That would. Oh no! I put that on upside down. You dumbass.
That and Pam's upside down because Di's on the other side of the earth.
Well, now my page is upside down, so I'll call that the Pam page.
Right?
It's the Pam page.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. I tried for half an hour, guys, I promise. Dang YouTube videos didn't help me at all.
What? Exactly. So Brenda has a feral ginger, and I think it's pretty rude that she calls her children feral. But anyway. She feeds a feral ginger.
I used to call my students feral. Not to their faces, but like, yeah, we were talking to other teachers and stuff.
Inside one. Right.
I think I need to move the stuff that's piled up on this side to this side. It'll force me to work over here more. Is that better?
Hi, Becky. How are ya?
Hi, Becky. Hi, Darcy.
I do need to get a new corner rounder because mine has stopped working properly.
Have you tried doing it with foil?
Yeah, I've done all that. It just doesn't cut paper anymore. It only cuts cardstock. It just it just grabs hold and scrunches up paper now. So
I just stick another piece of paper behind it to punch it. It's a pain, but it works.
now I remember what I wanted that pencil for was to make a hinge. Make a hinge. Now I need a pencil again. We're back here.
Yes, Mariah, it's a biter, not a cutter. I had one that was brand new, a punch that was brand new that I couldn't use because it wouldn't even punch. So my husband looked at it, had like a piece of metal that didn't get cut off all the way or something. So he just shaved that off and it works just fine now. Ew.
Flo's real name is Adria. Hang on, I'm going to call. It's Andrea, but we all call her Flo. She loves to be called Flo, whether she likes it or not. She loves it.
She apparently likes to be called Wanda too, right?
Oh, Wanda. Wanda's another name, yeah.
Wanda Queen.
Now, I've named. There's my story. We have a 1964 Buick Wildcat hot rod streetcar, whatever. And her name is Wanda, and she has her name pinstriped on the side of the pillar at the back. And she was named after a Playboy magazine cartoon called Wanda the Wildcat. Just a random fact I thought I'd throw in there that everybody needed to know.
Oh goodness. Is Juju here? Hi, Juju.
Hi, Bob, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Hi, Juju. So, yes, I thought you all needed to know that, and you can thank me later.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Oh, I get this little echo from the background. Thank you, Grandma.
She's in the background and not in your ear.
Exactly. Sit out in the lounge watching it on the big screen.
Oh, watching us on the big screen?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Get out of the way, Millie. Not the kid. The dog getting in the way.
What's in the way of the dog?
The dog. She's laying right there. There at my feet.
It's not the grandchild, it's the dog.
All right. Found him. Found what I was looking for. Don't need a pencil now.
I feel like my camera moved. Okay.
So the thrift store had these, I don't know what you call them. They're offcuts of, I'm going to kill her in a minute. Offcuts of quilting fabrics, cottons, in colours. I got them for $2 for the whole roll of them.
At the grocery store?
Yeah, good hit. Sorry,
At the grocery store?
Op Shop, which is our thrift store, what we call thrift stores, Op Shops.
Oh, okay. Op Shop. Yeah, okay. I didn't hear you say that. I thought you said the grocery store, and I'm like, what?
No.
Well, you never know because Woolworths, your grocery store is for us was like a five and dime kind of thing a long time ago.
Well, we have two here, Woolworths. Well, Woolies themselves is a grocery store, and then we have Big W, which is a offshoot of Big W, which has all the clothing and electronics and kitchenware and all that sort of stuff.
Gotcha. Don't they have something that's like another name, but it's a smaller, like it's not as big as a normal Woolies grocery store? I can't remember. There was one that was down the street from my bonus daughter.
So we have the most popular grocery stores. We have Coles, we have Woolies, we have IGA and Foodland, which are the main, and then we have a lot of other ones as well. Like we have Aldi, but the smaller locally owned grocery stores are like Foodland, Foodworks, IGA. Read the chat. Eddie, if we all shared a cab, who was I sitting with? Huh?
I don't know. I don't know, but I hope he chipped in. Big W better than a big L. Mariah, are you thinking about this kind of big L? Hope she can't see my hand. Ooh, where is it? Where, on the forehead? Sorry, this upside down and backwards thing is not working for me.
Well, you'll have to get yourself sorted.
I know, before I have to do my live, huh?
Yep. Or we'll just all turn our cameras around and be upside down with you.
Right. Everybody can just stand on their heads.
You know, I'm feeling like, not inferior. What's the opposite of inferior? Inferior? What's the opposite? I'm feeling quite chuffed that I'm actually the techie one that's up the right way, I tell you.
Superior, is that the word you were looking for?
Something like that.
No,
Superior.
Mariah, if I was using my phone, then I'd probably be able to figure it out. It's a regular camera, and it changes itself, and sometimes it's upside down, and sometimes it's not upside down. And the videos that I watched were very unhelpful. So I'm gonna have to play around with some settings and figure out what's going on, because obviously I'm upside down.
Upside down, Miss Jane.
But it's not my fault. It's because it's the other side of the equator. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's my fault. Not my fault.
It is. It's the equator, you know. Didn't you know that people down there walk upside down, Diane?
I've been known to be upside down walking home from the pub occasionally, but not on purpose.
But
That was in my young days when I drank alcohol. I tried to limbo under a boom gate once. That was pretty hilarious.
Under a what?
Under a boom gate. You know the gates in the car parks that open up?
Oh, yeah.
The boom. I don't know what you call them over there.
Walk under one.
I tried to limbo under it.
All right, another one finished.
All right, I finished my second one. Hang on. Let me do you first. Solo.
Oh, upside down.
Upside down. Upside down, Miss Jane.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so this one's just going to be like a page wrap. So I stamped on the one side and then that on the other side. And then I'll kind of like ink it up and stuff when I decide where it goes and what kind of ink I'm going to end up using. So there we go. Great.
Very good.
Thank you.
I've just made a very neutral
Oops, we can't see
file folder. A very neutral file folder. I've covered them in book page. I've made a little tab there, and I've used some fabric to hinge it with, so I can decorate it when I put it into a journal. So that's good. 2, one pocket, one file folder.
I didn't.
Cute. What else can I make from them? Let's make a tab journal thingy. All right, let's get some more of these pink cards.
There's the other stack.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Jen.
What's happened now? Where is my other stuff? Okay, it's Di's fault. I've lost something. It's contagious. Becky. That's funny. Because of your Limbo song, Becky now has Bruno Mars limboing under.
Earworm.
Definite earworm. There we go.
At least we haven't been rickrolled.
You haven't been what?
Rickrolled.
What's that?
That's when somebody sings a Rick Astley song. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Now you've been rickrolled because that's going to be dead forever.
Eddie just did it too. Thank you.
Now you have been rickrolled.
Apparently so.
So you could cover all these horrible cards with your painty papers, your excess gel plate papers, all that sort of stuff. Your 6x6 paper pads that you know we all have.
Oh, Jen, that's not nice. Chicken dance and Rick Astley's theme.
Jen.
Of course you would do it with chickens, right?
Of course.
Of course.
I stopped watching commercial television a long time ago because it's just regurgitated rubbish most of the time, including the news.
Pretty much only watch videos now. But those have commercials too, so.
Yeah, I don't even do that now. I don't watch TV at all.
Uh-huh.
My time is consumed by YouTube. No, just kidding. I'd rather watch and learn something than have my brain fried by the crap that's on TV.
That's what I do. I watch YouTube videos.
But I have got into that horrible habit of when hubby comes home from work, the first thing he does is turn on the TV. I just leave the room because it's just rubbish to me. But I have been sitting down and watching Tipping Point with him, which is a game show here in Australia, which I thought was ridiculous when I first started watching it. Now I'm addicted to it. It's like, has he got the points yet? Thanks, Flo. I identify as a skinny person, so there you go. My elastic-waisted pants think otherwise. I do love Tipping Point. I love the Australian version because the guy that hosts it he's a hoot. He's such a good host. It's Todd Woodbridge, the tennis player, is the host. He's such a good host. Some hosts really annoy me and it puts me off watching these shows, but he's really good. He gets so excited with everybody. He's always smiling and laughing, and he's a very good host.
That's good.
He gets very invested in the people that are winning, you know. He's really cool.
What's the idea of the game? The game show about what they do.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'll stop now before I get fined or something, because I sing it so well. Huh?
Thank you, Darcy. Right? Come to Dia's show. You'll get your 500. I think Judy did too, didn't she? Di, Eddie wants to know if you know any songs by the Bee Gees.
Do I know any songs? I can't sing that high. Bee Gees sing so high.
Right? Very true.
Oh, for goodness sake, there's got to be one here with blank back on it that I can use.
I know it's crazy, Jen. To make you hang out with the right people and all of a sudden your numbers go up.
Glad to help. I love the sharing and caring.
And that's kind of what my video that I posted today was all about. That a bunch of you need to check your mentions because you were mentioned in it. About how much I enjoy this community and appreciate this community being so supportive and accepting and willing to teach and help. Tips accepted on Di's Ko-Fi over.
Di can't work out how to put the buy me a coffee on her Ko-Fi, so if you want to leave me a tip, just buy the freebie and add some money to it. Make sure it's got lots of zeros on it and not in front.
You don't want 0.0000000.
She's worth zero.
Well, it said free.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've had an argument with Ko-fi for a little while now. When I first decided that I was going to sell digitals, I went over and they said to become a creator and sell your stuff, you need to attach PayPal payment scheme, whatever. So I did that, set up my page, put all my kits up. I've sold lots of kits, and it still says that I'm a supporter, not a creator. So supporters can't do the things like have a buy me a coffee card thing button. like creators can. So I've emailed them so many times. It's a robot. So it says, I say to them, I've become a creator, I've attached my PayPal, but it still says I'm a supporter. I can't get the buy me coffee. So it gives you the generic spew that the bots put out of a question that it doesn't relate to what you're asking them. It's a bit frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating.
I'm frustrated with it that it doesn't do. You used to be able to go in and search for whatever.
Yes, I don't know why they got rid of that. It is dumb.
The only reasoning that I can find somewhere said something about making it better for creators. But how is it better for a creator when, unless
If
you
you
know
can't
that
search,
person or see it, then nobody's going to find it.
unless we actually physically give you a link, it's very hard to find.
Exactly. And the majority
Yeah.
of the stuff that I have that I've gotten from Ko-fi was from searching, not from knowing what the link was. So to me, it's very frustrating. I get more
Good
stuff
night.
from.
Sweet dreams.
Who's going that night? Bye, Flo. Thank you for coming. Right, Jen, because I don't go in and search for something that somebody has created unless I know that they've created it. I go in and search for something that I know that I want. And if I can't find it, then I'm not going to buy it from there.
Yeah, I think they'll revisit it. I think every creator that's gone over there, especially from Etsy and that, have sent them email saying that no, you need a search function.
I'm noticing that some people are starting to use buy me coffee instead.
Put some shorts on, please. All right, that will do. That will do. Let's use some of this. Put some green in here. This one's pretty cool. Let's get rid of some of this stuff off the table so I can move.
And I keep stuffing everything to the side that is apparently where I should be what I'm working on, not what I'm not working on.
I just can't work like this. Isn't that how the tangent goes? Has Beth Shula been in yet? Have I missed her completely?
I haven't seen her. But I haven't been looking the whole time either.
She might have went to bed. I don't have a wild coffee order because I don't drink coffee. I drink tea and water. That's it. No alcohol. I'm silly enough without it. No soft drink. I'm still fat.
Mine's very high maintenance too, so. Mine's still high maintenance that I have to look on my phone each time that I order it because I can't remember what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hi, Lizzie.
Bring back the day when you got a cappuccino or a latte. None of this other fancy rubbish.
Yeah, no, yeah. But you know what, Di? I noticed that when I'm here at home, I have to have all kinds of stuff in my coffee to make it bearable. But when I'm there, um, I just drink. I get a little like I'll ask them to put some vanilla syrup and some caramel syrup in it, but I know
Yeah.
they don't put near as much as what they do here, and I'm perfectly fine with drinking it. So there's a difference, a definite difference in the coffee.
We've always been told by travellers that our coffee is really good.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
definitely, definitely.
you don't need all that rubbish to have a good coffee. Because I used to work in the international airport and I managed 5 coffee houses in the airport. My job was run between them all, and I always got told that our coffee was fabulous, which was good feedback.
Yeah.
And a lot of our coffee is actually made here in Australia, grown, made, roasted.
That's. I was looking when we got home one time to see if I could find some coffee that was um, from Australia, since I do like it. But I couldn't find anything that was sold like through Amazon or anything like that. So um, we're just gonna have to bring home, take an empty suitcase and bring some home.
I couldn't be in that industry, in the coffee industry anymore. Like I would be so frustrated with. It's changed so much when it was just cappuccino or a latte, and you, you know, you're lucky if you got a choice to put some syrup in it or not. You know, you the highlight was a leaf on the top of your foam. And then it
Yeah,
started getting crazy after I left the industry. It got started getting crazy. I think if someone came in with a list of 17 things to put in one cup of coffee, I would laugh hysterically and throw my hands in the air and quit. I think it's like, no, I'm not doing that.
we would like my coffee order then. Definitely would not like my coffee order.
No, I'm a simple girl.
All right, another one done. Well, no, never mind. I need to do some decoration on it. Yes, I should be great.
Well, Jen, over here, coffee house, like in our town alone, there is over 40 coffee cafes here. Over 40.
My
They are.
my bonus daughter and her family live in Sydney, and they're in this little town called Balmain, and there are like one direction there was two within a 5 minute walk, and the other direction was like four or five within a 5 minute walk. The coffee houses are all over the place, and restaurants too. I've noticed, and they're not like here. If you want to go to a restaurant, you have to go like to a mall or something, or somewhere close to a mall, and they're all like big chain stores or big chain restaurants. And there, they're not. They're a lot of them are very small
Yep.
restaurants that you don't seat very many people. Like there's maybe enough to seat 4 or 5 families inside, and then they've got some seating outside. But it's restaurant next door to restaurant next door to restaurant next door to restaurant, for like almost an entire block. And
Yep. That's the same
good.
here. On our esplanade, we have an esplanade that goes from one end of the town to the other, and it's just all real estate agents, restaurants, and takeaway food. Like there's very few, a few clothing stores thrown in, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can walk, can't walk 100 meters without passing two coffee houses.
Or coffee house or ice not ice cream, but I can't think what it's called. What's the other kind of ice cream you guys eat a lot over there? It's not ice cream, it's Italian.
Oh, gelato.
Gelato, yeah. I like
Yeah,
gelato shops all over the place too.
we love gelato.
Yes, we do too.
We have homemade ice cream shops along the Esplanade as well, and they have the best ice cream. It's so good.
Well, even
Planet
some of the,
72 is one of our favourites down there. We can't go out without going and having a Planet 72 ice cream. It's got 72 flavours, and it's just
that,
beautiful.
that's a chain, right?
Planet 72 isn't. No, it's just a
No.
locally.
There was something my mic keeps falling off. Sorry for the bang in your ear. There was something there in Australia or that in Balmain that was something like that, but I can't remember what the name of it was. We went to so many of them.
Yeah, like Cold Rock and all that sort of stuff, they've sort of gone by the wayside because they just got too expensive.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to pay $13 for a little tub of ice cream.
No, that's crazy. The way of life there is so very different. Like you can walk to the grocery stores and the transportation, at least there in Sydney, is incredible. Um,
Well, in Brisbane, most of Queensland have got $50 fares all over their public transport at the moment. Like it's been going for over a year, so you can basically get on the train, tram, bus, and go anywhere in the city of Brisbane for 50 cents.
oh wow,
Yeah,
nice.
which is brilliant. So, we drive down and go to park our car at the daughter's house, and we can go grab a bus into the city and just walk around in the city, go to go do a live show, go to South Bank, go to a restaurant, go to the gallery, um, and then jump on a bus or a train and go anywhere we want, really. Anywhere you want
Yeah,
to go for. It's cheap.
yeah.
And they get
Well,
more people in the city that way, and they get more people going to places because you don't have to pay $15 to park your car for an hour. And
no, no. When even the ferry system, at least there in Sydney, was like incredible and like very cheap.
okay, we'll just do this one first.
I like that card.
You need a pocket.
I do, or you do. Yeah, I know my bonus club, they don't even really use their cars or their car. They only have one now. Um, they have electric bikes, and that's what they take to
Mm.
work. And
Elec-
oh, we have a visitor. Sorry, friend. Oh, yep, you can see him. Yeah,
Hello.
they use their bikes and go everywhere with that. Oh man.
We're having a war with electric scooters at the moment because kids are riding them with no helmets. They've got them souped up and they do like 50, 60 kilometres an hour. Like they're passing cars and they're dinking their friends. They've got no helmets on. They're in shorts and T-shirts, and kids are getting hit left, right, and centre because they've got no road sense.
No. Yeah.
And it just, they're jumping out in front of cars, and it's just ridiculous. So they're really cracking down on the scooters are being speed limited and having to be over a certain age to ride one because they're electric, and I just had to because there's just so many accidents and the amount of damage that kids do to their brains just falling off them.
Right. Well, these are they've got like the big. My son-in-law has this big. It has two seats on the back of it. His bike, and we call it his soccer dad bike because the kids at school they work at uni there in Sydney, and they take the kids at school is just down the street, so they grab the kids and toss them on the back and off they go, and they do it rain or shine. It's so much faster too because traffic can
I was
get.
driving down to pick up some takeaway one night, and we live at the top of the hill going down into town, and it's pitch black out there. There's no traffic lights, no traffic, no road lighting at all till you get down to the bottom of the hill. And I don't know how I missed them. There was two young girls, must have been 12, I suppose, dinking on this electric scooter in the dark clothing on the wrong side of the road. Like and they were wobbling down the hill, and it's like, oh my God, these are going to be on the news later on, these girls.
Probably. Yes, Eddie. Kitty thinks he's the star. Definitely thinks he's the star.
We just had
just
something.
Go on.
We had something on the news the other day about the amount of takeaway food that Australians eat, and I don't think we do eat that much takeaway food.
No.
And they're saying that American companies are going to start entering the market over here. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't think I can tell you the last time I had McDonald's because it's disgusting. And
there's what's it's our Burger King, but it's your
Hungry Jacks.
Hungry Jack.
Yeah, and they're disgusting.
Yeah.
We don't do fast food. Something came once and they all got shut down because they were disgusting.
I was excited when we went to one of the malls in Sydney because they had a Starbucks and I could get like my familiar drink, and it just wasn't near as good. I went back to, I'm like, nope, that's fine. I will continue to drink Australian coffee while we're here because it just wasn't as good. I think a lot of that stuff is put in for people that are visiting Australia as opposed to for the Australians.
Yeah, but they try to get in on the young people, like the young people like all the Americanized stuff and everything, and they go, well, let's go and hit that market, and they come with their things, their food, and it's just not as good as we're used to. Like,
no.
And they hit it all because it's new and it's American, and let's all look how well we did in our first opening week, and then it's a ghost town in there because their food's not good.
No.
Yes, darling.
Not a big mom and pop shops are the best donut shops. I agree. You guys don't really have donut shops.
We go to the supermarket and buy a 6-pack of donuts, iced donuts, for $3.50. And you go to a bakery or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever it is that they have, It's $26 for 6 donuts.
Ew.
Who would pay $26 for 6 donuts? I couldn't believe it. I went, no, I'll go to the supermarket and get donuts, or we'll go without.
Or you can get donuts like at little shops and stuff too, can't you? That are
Yes.
like local bakeries that are cheaper than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should have covered that before I glued the pocket down.
Yeah, it is crazy. Krispy Kremes is the donut shop that there's no shops here, but they're in some of our service stations,
Night, Jenny.
our petrol stations,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
they are, it's like $7 or $8 for one donut. Like,
Well,
not
when we
cute.
got them, they did it's the same as they do here.
I don't understand the logic of having such an expensive item that nobody's going to buy because they can't afford to. Why not lower your price and sell lots of them?
Yeah. Jennifer, you're in Bay Area, right?
Really, where is my...
That sounded like my kid.
Maybe, yes.
Go and buy my corner punch. Have you got my corner punch? Can I have it back, please?
What's
The other one like this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does she have the one that actually works?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not helpful.
Can you grab that? Thanks.
Okay. Note to self on future ones: glue the pages down before you glue the pockets in.
Oh, sparkle pens. No, you can't have them.
What are these for?
You put water in them and paint with watercolors.
Oh, so this one.
So I'm actually in Sacramento. Actually, well, almost Roseville.
I feel the same. Ice cream. So there's an argument.
Kind of a gummy.
I offered my coffee with something else, Jen.
Can I to resin ice?
To what?
Resin ice. Yes.
No. No, you can't have my resin eyes. What do you want resin eyes for?
I don't know.
She said resin eyes.
Resin eyes, yes.
Do you
It's
need
got
more
expensive.
ice? Look how-
She's got expensive taste in
Her art
craft, this girl.
learns from grandma, right?
Correct.
Is that what
Is
she
that-
did? She call you?
Can you tell me?
I beg your pardon?
If they come about me, can you tell me?
We're not talking about you, darling. You can go and play and rest easy, okay?
Huh? Okay.
Can you tell me if you're talking about me, for goodness sake?
I thought she was watching on TV.
Yeah, so did I.
It's more fun to come in and bug Grandma.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not come to buying Krispy Kreme donuts at that price.
No, that's ridiculous.
It's like if somebody came with a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts, it's like, wow, you're rich. How could you
Right?
afford that?
You're like, I'll have one or two of them.
I remember one day hubby was coming home from Brisbane and he stopped at the Servo to get a coffee. Servo station, petrol station. And he says, I bought you some donuts. And it's like, I bought this box and it's got Krispy Kreme donuts in it. And I went, oh, you're going to have to work for another month to be able to afford those. They are expensive.
Yes, they are. Well, that price, yeah, definitely. Okay, Barnes, that was not a good plan. It was not a good plan at all.
Tag. Oh, look at this butterfly. That's cool. Keep that out and use it.
Even $15.99. Oh well, if you get a coupon, that's not bad. But even $15.99 a dozen that just seems pricey.
Yeah, it is. I can't make donuts at home, but I make a lot of other things, and I think I'd rather homemade stuff. At least I know what's in it.
Yeah.
And I bake all the time, especially with my granddaughter. So
You do bake all the time. And like on a mission to find Lamington next time we're there.
it's so easy to make. They're so easy.
So yummy.
You just make a sheet pan of vanilla cake and you cut it up and let it cool. Cut it up into squares. And then you mix up icing sugar, cocoa, melted butter, and milk into a pancake batter mix consistency, and you dunk your cake into that, soak it, and then you roll it in coconut. Done. They're so easy.
That sounds so good.
They are yummy, yummy, yummy.
I think it's the coconut part that gets me. What did I do with the rest of my paper? Oh, there it is. In a spot I would never normally look in.
Well, see, there's another thing that we don't have in Australia. You can't get canned cookie dough or
No.
you call biscuit dough or what else is there? What else do you have? The croissants. You can't get that here. You've either got to buy it made or make it yourself. You can't buy that in the freezer section or the fridge section.
There's not a whole lot of prepackaged foods there.
No, we don't do that. I mean, that would be handy sometimes, but no, we don't have any of
sugars and stuff that,
We don't have a lot. We don't have sweet breakfasts like you do over there. Like a lot of the people, they have sweet breakfasts, and we don't do that. We have a savoury breakfast all the time, unless you have honey on your toast or something. But
the thing I miss the most whenever we leave there is bacon egg rolls. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a staple diet. Like we're doing one on Saturday. What's today? Yeah, tomorrow, Saturday. It's our Hot Rod Club's 20th anniversary,
Hmm.
and we're doing a sausage sizzle, but we're doing bacon and egg rolls and a cake at our show and shine. We have a show and shine every once a month down at the beach. So we're doing a big slabs of cake and bacon and egg rolls for breakfast. Sausage and egg
Yeah,
rolls as well.
any restaurant we went to for breakfast had them. If we went to like a Saturday market kind of thing to get groceries and stuff, like the open outside outdoor markets,
Yeah.
those always have them. They're just, yeah, they're so yummy.
Well, my husband, in his previous wedded life with his ex-wife, they went to America and did a lot of stuff over there that you do as a tourist in America. And he said that the breakfast, he couldn't believe he didn't come home 100 kilos heavier. He said,
Oh
I
yeah.
just want a piece of toast. It's like all this smorgasbord, all you can eat type.
Oh yeah. No, you can't buy just toast.
That's bizarre to me that you can't just buy toast. All right.
You can as
That's
a
a
side
cute.
dish, but then they look at you, or like there's something wrong with you if you want just toast.
4 fried chickens and a loaf of white toast. Isn't that the Blues Brothers breakfast order?
I don't know.
4 fried chickens and a loaf of white toast. Alrighty, I've done my little folio. Let's have a look. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So here it is. The folio is a pocket. I've used fabric. Here's a side pocket. Here's a mini pocket and a bigger pocket. Here's an envelope. Here's another envelope and another envelope and another pocket. Need something to put in there. I have to find something. There you go. There's my little trifold.
I didn't know that's what you were doing, and I was actually making a trifold too.
There you go.
Although mine's not near as fancy as what yours is.
Yeah, watch yours over here.
Why?
Oh,
Don't talk, okay? Don't talk because I can't hear what other people are saying or read. Can't multitask like that. My brain's not wired for it. I had this butterfly.
Okay?
Sorry?
It's only a week, right? Oh no, they don't have. They've got how many? It's like 2 weeks off from school, huh?
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have her the whole time?
No, I think she's going to her mum's today, so this afternoon,
Oh, okay.
I think. I need to cut this in half. I need to fold it in half, and I can use that to use that as my hinge. Yes! But,
Stylist Jean's asking if that is vintage ephemera.
No, it is a digital kit that I did a design team project on a long, long time ago, and I'm trying to use up all the papers. It's called Emerald's Romance, and the maker is, I hope I've got her name in here somewhere, Sandy from, I don't know if I've still got something with her name on it.
Hi, Judah.
Hi, Shilpa. Sandy from, I can't think of what her name is. I'll look it up and I'll drop a link if you're interested in it. But that's, her kit is called Emerald Romance, and it's a huge kit. And it's got flapper girls and peacocks and berries and all sorts of stuff. These sort of flapper girls. Some Art Deco stuff.
Hello, good night, you.
Some weird peacocks and clothing. Yeah, it's got heaps of stuff. Heaps of stuff. Yeah, it was a fun kit. I made a big journal out of it. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the kit that I made? I mean, the book that I made with it?
Yes.
This is the spatula.
It's a spatula, yes. Look out. Look out. I'm just going to go and grab this journal. Just right on my way.
Hi, guys.
Hello, Tolly.
Hi.
The Tolly or Tolly?
T-A-H-L-I, Tally.
Tally.
All right. Off my seat. This is the book that I made with that kit that I'm working with now. Let me just... This is it here. I made a, it has these feathers on the side. It has a latch that opens up here. There's all this blocked card in here.
Beautiful. Pretty.
There's a signature in here.
I like that. Peacock feathers.
Those colors are pretty.
They are pretty. I can't remember.
They're really pretty.
Pockets and this opens.
Oh, wow.
This opens up. I can't remember how it all goes.
I don't know how to go.
Pocket.
Those colors a lot of your boho kit.
Shh. I can't hear when you're talking out loud. You can read without speaking the words, okay? There's a big, deep concertina pocket in there to put stuff in. This side has got a journal as well as file folders, and so that's the book I made out of that kit.
Is that fabric or the black?
It's velour, yeah, crushed velvet.
That is gorgeous.
That's decoupage, what do you call it? Paper told, layered lady.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Can you put that on the bed in the spare room, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Very cool
It
die.
is.
That's pretty.
Just get off me. Thank
The
you.
dog is
So Beth Schuler was doing some wet felting, and I said I would show this to her, but she hasn't come in. She must have went to sleep. So this is, let's go back up here again. This is my wet felted journal cover. It's a removable journal cover. It has a beaded spine.
that's all felted.
This is all felted and hand beaded, and the front's got micro beads and
Okay.
metal and silk ribbon felted into the fabric.
Oh wow.
And it actually is, it has a pocket here, and you can just put your journal inside and it slides out.
How long did that take to make?
I had it made in a day, I think. The beading on the spine took me about a week to finish, because every couple of beads is singularly beaded, so if it gets caught on anything, not all the beads fall off.
Wow.
So that's all hand felt, wet felted with wool, merino, and silk. What do you call it? Silk.
Ribbon or
Sari silk.
sorry, silk, yeah.
Sari silk. So the sari silk is actually felted into the fabric, the wool. Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Very hard on the wrists.
I'd like
you
to
say?
go.
Where were your hands after that?
So I actually bought a handheld electric massager that does the thumping, and it actually felts really quickly, so
Oh, nice.
much better on the hands.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to show Beth, but she never turned up. Bad luck, Beth. Put that back with the other one, please. Thank you.
Look.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, everyone. Here's my story about spinning wool. Are you ready for this? About 30 years ago, hang on. Would you like me a drink of water, please?
You good?
Yep. About 30 years ago, my friend who has passed away now, she was blind. She had no eye. She had an eye removed and her other eye in a car accident. And in the other eye, it was like looking through a straw. So she was technically blind, legally blind. And she could spin wool and knit like no other. That she just did beautiful work. And she decided she was going to sit down and teach me how to spin. And I did a fabulous job. I spun all of this wool from her sheep. I went home, I knitted jumpers for the kids, and I've still got wool to this day left over from it. And it was beautiful. So fast forward 30 years, and I've moved across the road from the Spinners and Weavers Guild, across the highway. And I thought, awesome, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to spin all this wool that I've got this fleece from, and I'm going to make stuff and all this sort of thing. Well, I could not get the rhythm. I was like an uncoordinated duck swimming. I just could not get the feet and the hands to work at the same time. It just would not work.
Yeah, this is
Where'd you go, Pam?
I think my camera just bit it, even though it's plugged in.
Come
Good
back,
Lord.
Pam.
I'm back.
My goodness. Okay, let me hook up the one that worked the right way. Good Lord.
So no, I cannot spin anymore, Beck. I cannot get coordinated to spin it. So I decided to use all the fleece I had, and I hand dyed it, and I started felting, which I could do. So Beth was doing needle felting on her live this morning, or last night. It's night time for you guys. Was doing needle felting, which I've bought stuff to needle felt, but I don't think I can be trusted with a serrated stabby tool to not hurt myself. So well, if you ever come to Australia, come over and teach me how to spin. I would love that. But no, the ladies over there couldn't teach me. I just couldn't get coordinated. It was like the old rubbing the tummy and patting the head thing. It was just not happening.
Not happening.
It wasn't happening for me. But so she was doing the needle felting. So I said, I used to do wet felting. I still do occasionally, but I'll show you my journal when I get on. So that's why I had that.
Yes. Can I say something?
No,
Oh.
you're just being silly now. You're just doing it for the sake of getting on here. You're not even interested.
I am just.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Not when the camera's not on.
Can do. When you're not doing lives, I'm not that interested.
All right, that's enough. Off you go. No, I need to go this way.
I'm rigging up my other my webcam. So hold on a second.
Thank you. Yeah, it turned out really good. I was very happy with how it turned out. All righty. How's that for a hinge?
That's pretty.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yay, she's here.
But I cannot get any closer with this one because it won't zoom. Unless there is a way to zoom in StreamYard.
I think you've got to actually download.
Oh, I might be able to let me look at my camera settings really quick. I think I might be able to do it this way. So
There probably is a way, but I don't know how.
I don't either, obviously. Oh, I know.
No, it's too big. Okay, here's a card. Does that fit in there? Yes. Oh.
It's a Lizzie Jean. It's a webcam plugged into my computer.
No, that's a different Kerry. Oh, yes, you are. How do you do? Are you? Well, that's something new that I've just learned. Snuck that one in on you. I did not know that.
And how long did you know her, or have you known her?
A couple of months. Wow.
Oh, it says it's being used by another camera, another thing, so it won't let me do anything with it on here. Well, epic fail on the technology front. But I'm not standing on my head anymore, so that's a good thing, right?
That's where my scissors were. Where were they?
What's using?
They're my fussy cutting scissors. Don't touch them. They're very sharp. You've got your own scissors.
Now you can see the entire disaster area I have, though. That's scary. This is me crafting a hot mess.
If you don't have a mess, you're not a real crafter.
Okay, well, noodle feed.
Okay, Jean. I will see you. You too. Here's my book.
Well, we're just lucky it's only top down because you think my desk is a hot mess.
Okay, so next week on Use It or Lose It, I think Jacqueline from Lovely's Crafting Lodge has actually asked if she can change her date. So we're not going to have anyone on next week unless somebody wants to be voluntold. Tali. Anybody wants to be voluntold to come on next week? That would be fabulous. Anybody that hasn't had a go that would like a go? Anybody want to come and play? Let me just check messages because she might have messaged me back.
Jen, are you talking to me? To me, Pam, or is there another Pam here? There's a couple of us. Are you talking about the little box that you sent me?
Sandy, yes, there is.
You're going to do 2 days in a row, Jen?
You can volunteer yourself. Well, if nobody else that hasn't had a go would doesn't speak up, it'll be Jen next week doing something awesome.
Something that's not rough related?
No rusty stuff.
No rusty stuff.
So does anybody want to have a go that hasn't had a go? Speak up now or forever hold your pieces.
Hold your pieces.
Yeah, hold your pieces.
Glutton for punishment. Yes, Jen, I did get my freebie.
Just don't fall asleep on me this time, okay?
Right? Guys, Sandy wants to know if there's any videos for the Black Belt Journal.
Hang on a minute. Let me just scroll back.
Did you do
What's
any,
happened?
Did you do any videos when you did your felting for your video?
Yes, there is a flip through on my YouTube channel called whatever that's called, Emerald Romance. Flip through Emerald Romance.
But it's not making it, right? It's just a flip through.
Okay, who's Fussy Cut? Need someone to make those fat oval paper beads out of paper. The pre-coloured like watermelons. Paper beads. I don't know what they are. And make paper beads round. Like, are you talking about the are you talking about
like and rolling them? Is that what?
Are you talking about, not this one's a rough one, are you talking about paper beads like rolled on the, it's on somewhere but I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Good. Not the chubby one. Okay, so to get your chubby ones, you need to cut a really long triangle.
Boom.
So you need to cut your paper like so. You need to cut your paper like this. And then when you roll it, a little bit of coffee thing. When you roll it out, you make it longer than this, like much longer.
Ends up like a lopsided pear. I think you just have to go really, really slow.
Oh, Charlie. And then you just keep rolling it until it's fat in the middle.
Oh my goodness. I was like a 480 this morning. That's incredible. See what I mean about this community?
Long triangle, somewhere along the way it ends up lopsided like a pear. Okay, so start off with a long rectangle and make it the width that you want your paper bead to be, and then get your depth. So just your rectangle, and then your last piece be the triangle, long triangle, and then you end up with a fatter bead. And these coffee stirrers are perfect for paper beads or ribbon beads because it's got the hole. It's little. It's not big like the straws. You cut it off to whatever length. Put your wire through, or your eye pin, head pin, whatever, and your bead is already made.
So you just leave the straw right inside of it then?
You leave the straw in there because it's nice and small, and you just glue it to. You start off with a piece of double-sided tape. It won't slip.
That's cool. Jen, do you have depth perception issues? She smacked herself in the face with her phone.
I don't pay compensation, so no injury, thank you.
Right. Well, it was on your own time,
It's
so or on her own time. She wasn't on the show.
2 or 3 inch long is not enough to make a chubby paper bead. You need to have at least 12 inches to make a chubby one. Alrighty?
Oh.
Alrighty. I've punched myself in the face doing that before, trying to pull the blanket out from underneath the dog, and all of a sudden it gives way and you punch yourself in the face. Yeah.
You're making me blue crooked. Apparently I cannot laugh and blue at the same time.
Yep, add bead caps to each end. The best bead caps to add are to the end of those. This is turning into a tutorial on making.
It's all good.
Let's see if I've got some in here. These ones, these little spaceship looking beads, rondelles, I think they're called, the metal ones. They fit right down inside your paper bead. So when you cut your straw, you've automatically got your bead. I'll just grab an eye pin. May as well make it now.
That's okay. While you do that, I'm finishing up.
Is it actually quite long?
Eye pin. Put one of these little rondelles on the end. Put your eye pin in, and that sits snug down into your bead. And you can put something different on the top.
Good night, Ree. You're welcome.
Good
Thank you. Okay, that's I was watching Art Junkie Shannon yesterday, and she said that it was 117 there the other day, and she was up in Canada.
That's like 50 degrees, isn't it? 50 degrees Celsius. That's hot. 50 degrees
Alexa,
Fahrenheit.
117 degrees in Celsius.
1 moment. 117 degrees is 47 degrees Celsius.
47.
Yeah, thought so. Nearly 50. That's hot.
Yeah.
That's melt your eyelashes together hot.
The day my husband and I got married, it was that at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we got married outside. Carrie,
Oh,
do you
this
have
is
a humidity?
It's a lot of boob sweat. You've got things sweating that has no right to be sweating at all.
A lot of under boob sweat and a lot of fupa sweat.
All right, there's my little bead, and it's loose as I need to tighten it. It's loose. Okay, that was a distraction. Here is my little folder that I've used this giant butterfly as a hinge.
Well, that's
Isn't
a good
that
idea.
cute?
That's a very cool idea. I'm going to steal that one.
Steal away. So, yeah, use the butterfly, and it's also, I've left the wings as a pocket.
Oh, cool.
So there's little space to put cards in there, and then open it up. Got a pocket. Got a picture. You could put ribbon on it to tie it up if you want to do.
And lots of journaling space.
So that's
Very
a
nice.
good way to use up some of your pattern paper if you cut out giant butterflies and use them as a hinge.
Yeah. That's really
Thank
cool.
you.
I wouldn't have thought of it as a hinge. Mine is finally done too.
Righty, let's have a look.
My trifold that took about 9 years longer than yours.
Thanks, Jill.
Okay.
Thanks, Linda.
My lighting is horrible with this camera. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, is that a little bit better? Not really, but okay.
Towards yourself. Yep, there.
Whoop.
Yep.
Okay. So it opens. There's a pocket here. Pocket here. Tuck there. And then there's a side pocket on the back. And I suppose I could probably take more paper and just like sew it in here and put a little couple page signature in there.
Very cool. Okay, did anyone else want to come on next week, or is Jen coming on being voluntold? Last chance, ladies, if you want to come in and do some live stuff. Anybody? Can you not open all my boxes?
Thank you,
Right,
Carrie.
looks like. Hi, Darcy.
Chubby paper beads. Just don't make pairs. Bye,
Show us
Darcy.
everything you need, because I think we'll call it quits and go and get this child some lunch before she drives me crazy. Show us
There's all my
everything.
4 things in 2 hours.
Good job. All
Well,
right, let me show you
well,
what we've made.
technology.
I'll just show you what I've got here. So I've got this folder, of course, that you just saw with the butterfly hinge. I've got this trifold here with the pockets and the envelopes. And I've got this little pocket here. And I've got this little file folder that I haven't done anything with, but it's ready for when I need it. So that's what I made out of those dreaded, what do you call them? Project life cards.
Project life cards, yeah. Yours are prettier colors.
So that's it. Well, I know now that they're in my mind that they're there, they can just be covered up and used as journal cards or tags. You can just cut the corners off and make a tag, which we didn't even do.
No, that would have been a simple one. In fact, I would have that in my pile of stuff, but this one ended up being more than what I was going to do with it. So, but yeah, I was going to
Definitely
stamp
gonna
on
use
some
this.
of them and just.
Going to use this again out of different things,
Yeah,
not just butterflies, but I like that idea.
definitely, that's a cool idea. Because then it's just different even when you open it up. It makes it more interesting.
Big hugs, Brenda. We want you to come and play.
Yes. I'm sorry, Brenda. Thank you. Karen.
Alrighty, so those of you that come to my Wednesday night, your Wednesday morning stream, I'm still up in the air about what to do about that at the moment, because Sue is still out of action and probably will be for another month. And I just don't want to do it on my own. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll let you know.
Wow. I'm at 508, and my video today has more likes on it, or more views than 7 hours than some of my other videos have in a couple weeks.
Awesome! Yay! We like that.
Thank
We
you
love
to
that for
everybody.
you.
I really appreciate it. It very much so touches my heart. Very much so.
All right, so next week's Jen,
Gonna make me cry.
Jen Katie Fab Fiddly Bits. My mouth won't work. Jen will be on Wednesday night for the maybe final. It might be the second final week of the Rust album. Depends on how organised we can get ourselves. And then it'll be, I'm going to throw it out to everybody in the chat of what they would like to see me make. Like, what do you want me to see me make? That will be the Make It With Me Wednesday night after Jen and I have finished our collaboration. Thursday night is, again, Jen Katie Fiddly Bits, because, you know, she's just here and all over the place with me. If Jacqueline can't come on, but she hasn't messaged me back. She just asked if she could change her date. So I'm presuming by that she means she can't do it. Alrighty. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to go over to Pam's and give her a thumbs up. Send anyone her way. Now she's got her 500. Like a video so that she keeps her 500. That would be great.
Yes.
Thanks
so
for
they don't
coming
take
on,
it away.
Pam, and playing with us and getting some of this stash out of the back of our cupboards so that we can actually use it. It's awesome.
Thank you, Dad, for letting me come and play.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And I will talk to you all soon. Probably see you at June if it comes on. Bye. Love you all.
Bye.